Come on guys, out the way. Right, hey everyone. I managed to bribe the horses over with a hay offering despite the fields and fields of grass that they have behind me. If you aren't up to date with why Lara and Ember are actually, let's see your faces, shall we? Why they are together, then I did a vlog last week, which is just a little update on that I've moved them and now they're together. So there you go, saved you from watching that vlog. Anyway, so I'm here today to talk about Ember, who's going to bite Lara in a minute, because some of you, don't do it, some of you may have noticed that I obviously haven't really been riding Ember recently, and a lot of that was because of the move. There has been some comments in the comment section of my videos saying, where's Ember, where's he gone? Like, is everything okay? Why are you not eventing him? And up until this kind of point, we've had a very, very good eventing season, and he's been absolutely superb, and he's come along leaps and bounds since this time last year. It's absolutely insane, your improvement, isn't it, my darling? So yeah, so I haven't been riding him recently. Now, half of that was because of the move, because I knew obviously I was going to be moving them. I wanted them to both settle in and enjoy just some downtime. Also, the ground being very hard was another element. And I guess the truth is that I won't be eventing Ember for the rest of the season now. And I guess it's good news and bad news. The good news is that I will be eventing him again. No, that's not the good news. The bad news is that I won't be eventing Ember again this season. The good news is that's because I am going to be, well, Rob and I are going to be welcoming a new addition into the family. So I am indeed in full, pregnant, whatever. I find this so awkward. I am actually pregnant, and I am actually over 6.5 months pregnant. So I am actually due in December. Ta-da! That is the news. So yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been completely transparent. I'm not really an oversharer by nature. I like to kind of keep things a bit stum until I'm certain, and this was definitely one of the things which I was very adamant that I would keep to kind of myself on the down low for kind of as long as possible before it got too obvious. But I mean, I kind of had most of you fooled, but as I said, there were some of you who have definitely cottoned on. So well done, you rumbled me. You did a very, very good job. But so what does that mean in terms of horses, in terms of vlogging, in terms of everything else? Well, nothing really at this stage anyway is going to change terribly much. You know, I haven't ridden Ember really since our last event at Off Church Bury, which was in the end of June. And I think I rode him once since then, and then I thought I'd call it a day. Now, I know there's lots of people have their opinions on riding, and at the end of the day, it's personal choice whether or not you continue riding throughout pregnancy or if you don't. And I have decided not to. So yeah, I did knock that on the head, and I did find it actually incredibly strange. So the first kind of 2 weeks I was like, oh, this is fine, and now I've got to a point where I'm like, oh, gosh, it is a bit weird to, oh no, you can't leave me, I feel awkward talking about this by myself. Come here, you're gonna have to come back, I'm afraid. Bemmy, come on, come back, come here, you're a rogue. I'm sorry, you can't go back to your girlfriend yet. You can't go back to your girlfriend. Come on. Come on. He is captured once again. Look, just come and eat your hay with me. Just come and eat your hay with me. We're talking about you, so you have to just come and stand here. He's going to headbutt me now in anger. What was I even talking about? Yeah, riding, personal choice, whatever. So I decided that enough was enough around that kind of mark, whatever mark that was. And, you know, it wasn't a bad thing for him. He's had a really great start of the season. And at some point in my hours of non-ridden vlogs, I will do a proper season run through, because I feel like this season deserves celebrating, doesn't it, Ember? Because we've gone straight back out at 90 and he's just absolutely taken to it again like a duck to water. And I was actually thinking before I knew, no, don't be mean. I was actually thinking before I kind of knew about the pregnancy, my plan was to step him up to 100 this year, if I could. And, you know, unfortunately, that hasn't been able to happen, because I wanted our last run to be a positive one at 90. And to be fair, I didn't actually think that off church would be my last run. I did think I'd have a run after then, but with everything going on and in terms of how I was doing, in terms of comfort and riding, but also him, he's a small horse and I'm obviously very tall in the body, and you know, I didn't want to add too much extra strain with the inevitable weight that I will be gaining throughout this time. So yeah, I think it was only fair to him to not carry on riding, and but also to myself, and I needed to be kind on myself. And I was kind of thinking, oh God, this is gonna be terrible. And as I said, the first few weeks were fine, and then I was kind of in a lull, like, it's a bit boring. Like, what do normal people do with their time when they're not, when they don't have horses to ride? And I found myself with so much spare time, and my house, I have to say, has never been cleaner. My laundry baskets are finally empty because, you know, I don't spend hours of the day riding, so it's crazy. So going forward now, as I say, both Ember and Lara will be enjoying the winter here at this wonderful, wonderful place that they can now call home until the spring. So they will be relaxing, and that will give me time to do a few things that I wanted to do. Firstly, I really wanted to try some kind of more natural horsemanship approaches with Ember. So obviously, because I won't be in the saddle, but I still feel very kind of fit and well in myself on the whole, apart from being absolutely exhausted. Then, yeah, so I thought, well, this time on the ground, perhaps I can use to my advantage. And I did mention a couple of vlogs ago that I wanted to book in a camp, and I'm going to explore that to see if that's still a goer, because I'm really, really keen to do that. I might actually have to take both horses with me. I think a bit of a groundwork for Lara Lee probably would be quite beneficial, to be fair. So that's not really a bad thing. And then also the other thing is his feet. Now, Ember's feet are not the best, and he's always had really terrible feet. And I've done everything that I can kind of from my side in terms of like nutrition and you know, nutrition, some extra added supplements and everything, and they have helped in terms of kind of keeping them fine at the stage that they're at the moment. But we have actually, when did we start? We started in January actually. Some kind of remedial shoeing, and a few people have noticed that he's got some like weird stuff on his foot. And basically what he's got is a crack. So he's got two cracks, basically, one on each foot, and that is from his previous, possibly from his previous career as a racehorse, obviously, and not quite having the right support stroke shoeing that maybe perhaps he needed. And so he's developed 2 kind of cracks from his coronet band down. Now, one of them is healing really, really well, and the foot is actually growing out really, really nicely. But I can't actually show you because it's under like a layer of, looks like plaster. It's not plaster. I don't know what it is. But the other crack in the other foot, I thought, well, this is a good time to maybe get the plate and everything on that foot as well to try and stabilize the crack, as it were, because it's quite meaty. And it doesn't look that great. And obviously, I've never really run Ember on stupidly hard ground because I'm always, well, I wouldn't do that anyway, but I'm particularly worried about his feet. So that is the 2 things that I can hopefully focus on. So I will document how we get on with both things. But if anyone can recommend any kind of natural horsemanship people, coaches, I would like to take them somewhere. I'd like to take them somewhere. Obviously, I'm in Norfolk, in England, so nowhere like crazy far, but obviously I will travel because I know Norfolk is not local to anywhere. In the middle of absolutely nowhere. So yeah, and then in terms of me and what I'm going to be doing kind of more personally, so obviously I have my full-time job, which I'm going to be continuing for as long as physically possible, because, well, maternity pay is not that great, is it? So I have to be able to afford my my eventing for next season with child, and everything that comes with that, because I've heard from other friends that I have that their children aren't expensive. They aren't expensive. Children are expensive. Children are very expensive. So yeah, what was I saying? How did I get onto that? So I'll be continuing to work, which is great. And obviously I do a lot of it from home. So in terms of keeping myself like fit, feeling well in myself, that's great, because I have to say at the start of this pregnancy journey that I'm on hasn't been easy in terms of how I felt. It's been actually quite hard. It's just the pure exhaustion, and no one tells you about a lot of the things like the pain as well. It's quite painful, and yeah, there's just quite a lot more to it than perhaps I thought. But mentally, I'm feeling much better. Mentally, I am feeling much better and more positive, because really, I mean, I will tell you this, just for complete clarity. Earlier, right at the start of the year, I did actually have a miscarriage as well. So that was quite tough, but I very much didn't want to share that at the time, because I just, as I said, not that much of an oversharer, but I feel like we've come out the other side a lot stronger. And the reason why we've chosen now to kind of think about the whole family thing is because, well, one, I'm not getting any younger. It's my birthday soon. 9th of September, don't forget. Yeah, and it's that thing of not getting any younger, but also I've had previous kind of health issues kind of related to dodgy smear tests, and I've had a few procedures which basically meant that it was kind of like now or never. So this was my time, and I'm hoping that everything is going to go smoothly, because it's a rocky road. It's not hard. It's a rocky road. It's really not easy. Oh, he wants a drink. Okay, you can go for a drink. Hang on, drink break. Do you want a drink? All that hay? Yeah, it's not been complete smooth sailing, but hey ho, we're out the other side and it's all fine. So, so yeah, so that that is a long-winded version of another update. And as I said, you guys are very, very eagle-eyed, noticing that Rob was the one having to lift up the heavy ramps and do all that lifting stuff when we were moving, which makes him even more of a superstar. But what I will say is he's very excited to be a dad, and he's very accepting of the fact that he will spend probably a lot of the time with a baby in a papoose or following me round horsey events, hopefully, fingers crossed if everything goes to plan. Hey Ember, following around horsey events in the future. So yeah, vlogging wise, after December, which is my due month, obviously I don't quite know how active I will be on here. It very much depends on how everyone is, how I am, how the baby is, and how Rob the cameraman is, if he's as tired as I am. Probably. So, but my plan is I want to share this next step of my chapter, of my journey with you, because that's why I started this YouTube channel. I just want to also clarify that the channel, this YouTube channel, Footloose Eventing, will very much remain about myself and my journey with the horses. Obviously, it could include the juggle of parenting life with horses, but it's not going to be focused around the baby, because maybe the baby doesn't want to be on YouTube. You never know, they might not want to be on YouTube in the future. So yeah, that's it really. So if anyone has any recommendations for other YouTube channels or social media platforms of people in a similar situation who have young children and horses, then let me know, because I'm interested in learning as well what other people do, because this is going to be, as I said, a very different journey for me. And yeah, it's going to be very, very strange, but I'm really excited and I'm very grateful for being able to be in this situation and having the support of my lovely friends and family and Rob and everyone. So I know it's going to be, we're going to get on just fine, aren't we, Ember? But you're going to be Uncle Ember and Auntie Lara Lee over there, who's sulking. You're going to be great horsey parents, aren't you? I'm just really, really sad that poor little Bonnie, who would have been a perfect, if not kind of lively first introduction to horses, but it would have been perfect to have little Bon. But it's okay, maybe we'll address that further down the line. But I mean, I did say in last week's video that I'm not getting any more horses. 2 is the magic number. But a pony, anyway, not thinking about that yet. Plenty of time. Also, they might not even like you. I doubt it, because you're just so beautiful and lovely. Hey, right. So yeah, that is a big, long-winded ramble, I guess. So, as I said, I will still be posting every week, and do stay tuned in, because I'm not just giving up completely, going to throw in the towel. Just because I'm not riding doesn't mean there won't be good content, and I might just have to tap in some of my other willing friends if you guys want some ridden content, because I know everyone loves the ridden content. It's not just going to be cleaning my tack room or how to do this or how to do that. I like to keep it real. Also, the more kind of like day in the life vlogs, following along, that's another aspect of it. So yeah, you'll probably see a few more of those. Few less ridden ones, but we will do your eventing overview, so we will get some throwback footage of Ember. There just won't be any new ridden content for a little while, but I'm totally fine with that. Sabbatical for you. He's going to come back next season fresh as a flippin' daisy, and we're going to, hopefully, all going well, as I said, be able to kind of pick up where we left off and have a jolly good time. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to my ramble, if you've made it this far. I really hope that you do stick along for what's to come. As I said, it's really exciting, and yeah, I'm very happy and finally happy to be able to share it with you. I'm sorry for keeping it a secret, but I just didn't want to let the cat out of the bag too early. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoy what you're doing and have good weeks. And I'm going to crack on to poo picking, because guess what? Fun fact for you. These two guys produce in 24 hours, well, 24 poos. So they poo 1 poo an hour. So that means that I need to poo pick twice a day, because otherwise it gets... No, they don't do 20. They do 24 poos in 12. They do 24 poos in 12 hours. So that's 48 poos. It's quite a lot, isn't it? So you do 2 poos an hour. So I'm going to crack on and do that. Keep on top of my tasks. Keep my steps up. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye. Say bye, Ember. I'm going to say bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, that's a frown. Say bye. Say bye. Good boy.